Today we're aboard the new version of the Axis A24, Axis's big wake surfing, wakeboarding machine. We're powered with the standard power of the PCM 409, and out of the hole this thing was incredible. You could tell they had this thing geared like a dragster with 411 gears, because we got on plane in 2.7 seconds. Very little bow raise, surprisingly, and to 30 miles an hour in 5.5 seconds. Top speed was only 34.1 miles an hour, but as you can see, it's propped for power, and that's really what you want on a wake surfing, wakeboarding boat. Now, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our Boating World YouTube channel. That way you're going to have access to all the newest boat reviews as soon as they come online. Now let's see how she handles. This thing corners unbelievably. Check this out. Feels like I'm turning around in my own radius. Conrad, I remember when Axis came out. It's the sister company to Malibu, and at first no technology was crossing that border. But
right.
Over the years, it's slowly been creeping where Axis has become much more, have a lot more access to the Malibu technology. And this year, they've really amped it up with the Power Wedge 3, right?
Yeah, they've. You're right, Alan. They've offered some options that Malibu has been in the works with, and one of them this year. Well, two of them are the Power Wedge 3 available on the Axis boats, and of course the PTM racks.
Yeah.
Is another product that's crossing over from Malibu.
Now tell me about the Power Wedge 3.
Sure. You know, just the ability to adjust your wake and wave by either your surf band or the dash, just to make that wave customizable. We can take you from a beginner level wave all the way to a pro level wave with the push of a button, whether you're riding behind the boat with a surf band or your driver is adjusting it for you.
And that comes with the surf pipe too, right?
It does, yep. So with the Power Wedge product, the surf pipe becomes standard for the boat.
No, what is that?
So what it does is it, instead of getting any exhaust behind the boat when you're riding or surfing, it puts it directly into the prop wash.
Nice.
So it comes out way behind the rider and it's never a factor.
Conrad, I like how Axis kind of does things like the Wakeview bench here. Unlike the one on the Malibu that, it folds up and all that, this one just kind of slides back. But you guys have done something new with it this year, right?
Yeah, the lean backs are new this year, Alan, and we really like that pass-through feature that you can get, because most of the time the boat is being used for that rear-facing sport, and everybody wants to see what's going on. So this seating is popular all day long in the boat, so you can get through it.
Yeah. With these four, and you have another recliner there, and then the bow, you can get probably 2 or 3 people there, so you can have quite a number of people looking back. Conrad, one of the ways it looks like the Axis saves a little money is we have a manual drop-down tower rather than a power tower.
Yes, sir. With that being in mind, a lot of these owners keep their boats at their house, and this tower makes it easy to get it in and out of the garage. You can do it easily. The cover works with it, either tower up, tower down, and just helps that affordability for the boat, because you don't have to keep it stored somewhere. You can keep it at home, that kind of thing.
I've noticed certain price boats, one thing that's usually lacking is the sound systems are usually pretty lame. Not on this boat.
Yeah, Axis is one of those that they know you want to go out there and have fun on the water, and you got to hear your music. So Malibu and Axis using wet sounds as their primary feeder for the music has just been great.
It's as good as it gets.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. Well, another way I can see that Axis saves you money. We were looking at the Malibu 24-footer, and it had the Malibu screen and lots of acreage of display there. This is a lot simpler, but you said actually a lot of people really prefer this over the more technologically advanced.
Yeah, you're right, Alan. A lot of the people come in and they just love, they grew up boating, and they're used to just seeing that analog dash, and they're comfortable with that. They're not intimidated by a big touchscreen or not having a ton of seat time in the boat for a season. You can see how easy it is to use, and you can go do your activity.
Now, how do you change the ballast and the surf wave and everything?
Yeah, so Axis is, they love these soft key touches up here. So we've got these soft keys that are up on the dash on both sides. And as you can see, I mean, it's one click on to fill,
right.
two clicks to empty, and a third click is off. And you just fill it, and you'll hear it. Once the tanks are full, they'll come out the side of the boat, and you know that you're full.
Right.
The wedge is over here on the right-hand side, and you'll see on the screen as far as the surf gate and the wedge settings go on where the setting is on that particular piece.
Right, and over here we have the surf band. Tell me about that.
Yeah, again, this is another thing that Malibu has brought over to Axis as a surf band, and this is where the rider can adjust the wave how they want to use it. It's totally customizable for them while they're behind the boat. So if you've got a driver and they're not sure how to set the boat up for you or whatever, as long as they know what they're doing with the boat, you can adjust the wave for yourself.
Well, great. Well, clearly the advantage of the pickle fork bow is all this acreage up here. And what do we have for ballast down here?
So, Axis offers that quad tank ballast as well, and we use a bow bag here up front, and it's part of our plug-and-play system. You can get an extra 510 pounds, give or take a little bit up here, depending on the bag that you use for the plug-and-play. Just helps get the nose down into the water and lengthen that surf wave that you get behind this boat.
For more information on the Axis A24 and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com, and also make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Alan Jones, and thanks for being part of our boating world. I decided to color coordinate my outfit with the interior because color coordination is pretty much my life.